I just need to get my truth out there.
The Da Vinci chode. Thank you.
I made a lady in a Lyft almost cry today.
Why?
So the driver, first of all,
how about Black Sandwich instead of Black Sabbath?
Oh, that's good.
Black Sandwich. Tell your story while we keep thinking of these and not listen to you at all.
I don't really. It's not really that good of a story.
Tell it.
It's not. I mean, I could have told you guys before the pod, but Sav said save it for the pod.
Oh, sure. Blame it on me.
It's not that funny.
You're a bad storyteller.
All right, so I was in the Lyft today, and they talk to you here, not like in New York where they leave you alone. And the guy said, "Why are you here?" And I said, "I'm here to do a podcast, to record a podcast with my friends." So the lady sitting next to me said,
"Smelt Zeppelin."
That's all right. How about the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots, Scott Subwayland?
Yeah, like Subway.
Yeah, like Subway.
That's
Subway
good.
sandwich.
Keep going, Adam.
Anyway, so this lady said, "Oh, podcast. What's it called?"
Hoagie Osborne is the lead singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Kazi Osborne.
So anyway, this lady said, "What's it called?" And I said, "I don't know. It's a comedy podcast." I didn't want to say Come Town because she was not the demo. She said, "Oh, well, the reason I ask is because I have a podcast. It's a politics podcast." So I said, "Oh, that's cool. I have a couple friends that have a politics podcast called the Chapo Trap House." And then she started.
So you name dropped Chapo Trap House
in a Lyft.
In a Lyft
to strangers.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Nerd.
I don't know. She asked what it was called. And I said Chapo Trap.
No, that's not how you told the story.
Well, I wanted to make the story quicker. I didn't want to.
Why the fuck would you ever try to make anything quicker on this podcast?
Okay, so I'll beat by beat tell you.
What part of the last 15 minutes of bread?
We've been doing bread puns. Go ahead.
Do you got a good one?
No, just let him go.
All right. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Share Bada.
Yeah. Nice.
like Cher,
Share and Ciabatta.
but that's not even metal.
It's music for that.
You could have come up with a better one than that. I think. That's fine. We'll come back to it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
With Ciabatta, you think?
So she said to me that they are horrible people. So I said, "Well, I think they're pretty nice. They're friends of mine. I don't think they're so horrible."
About Ciabatta Boy, like the movie about a boy.
Now we're in movies. Now we're in movies.
So you're trying to have sex with this woman.
Said,
it backfires.
So you pull your cock out and you're like, "I know Will Menaker."
Yeah.
No, I was
Please
not.
suck my dick. I know Felix.
No. Anyway.
I text Amber sometimes.
She said they're horrible people, and I said, "Well, I don't think they are." And she said they have coordinated harassments on people on the internet, and they target women and persons of color. So I said, "I don't think that's true. I think you could disagree with someone without it being about their ethnic or sexual identity." And she proceeded to get really upset at me. And then at a certain point, just started shouting, "This conversation
Bon
is over."
anchovies?
Yeah, like Bon what?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Yeah. That's not even a sandwich.
we left.
It's just food bands. So she was saying this conversation is
Kazi Osborne.
Yes.
Oh, like Kazi. That's.
But I already said Kazi Osborne. But I wanted to make
Kazi
it more.
Osborne.
How about beetloaf? Like beets,
like
the vegetable.
Yeah, or meatloaf.
Meatloaf just works. Yeah. Meatloaf sandwich.
That was good.
Just
Yeah,
thanks, sandwich.
put sandwich at the end of meatloaf.
How about the beet tools? Like the
Grateful Bread.
Oh, the Grateful Bread.
That's good.
I don't get it.
Anyway, so she got quite upset at me, and the end of the story is that then I tried to apologize because she was upset. I was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And I said, I'm a pretty nice person. I don't think I woke up today trying to make someone that I don't know upset. And she said, that's the problem. That's the problem. You're a good guy, aren't you? And I said, yeah. She's like, that's the problem. You can't even understand. And I was like, I really don't.
Understand what? That your life is being made worse by a podcast? You don't understand what it's like to be an irrational fucking retard like me who screams at strangers in Uber pools.
So anyway.
Jesus fucking Christ. I wish I had been in that car.
I know. Imagine if she, first of all, if she knows Chapo,
Yeah.
she knows us.
Yeah, well, I would have been
I
like,
should've
well,
said
my
calm
podcast, The Daily Show.
I totally forget the name. So I forgot the name of her podcast. And then I was like, just as a matter of interest, what was the name of your podcast? And she's like, I'm not going to tell you.
Of course
That's
not.
a good move.
Which was probably not a good move because I wanted to look it up.
We
But
would
then
have we wouldn't have harassed
the
her.
end of the story is that the Lyft driver kept throwing his hands up like, wow, this lady's she's really crazy. And it got really quiet, and I had about 5-10 minutes left in the ride. And just the silence was very awkward. So I just started talking to the driver. And I said, Uber is a lot cheaper here in L.A. than it is in New York. And he said, well, we're not in Uber, we're in Lyft. And so I said to him, well, I deleted Uber because the CEO was sexist to women. And then I got out.
You're fucking still trying to impress this woman.
No, because I wanted her to feel like I was feel bad, and I think I really got the last word in there, and I think I won the conversation. And
What was her name?
Oh fuck, I forget.
Because if she has a podcast,
I really want to know.
We can engage in targeted harassment.
I fucking targeted harassment if you open your goddamn mouth.
That's right.
And bring it upon yourself by go through your Lyft history.
Can I know what her name was?
I don't think it has the people that.
No, it'll just have the drive.